Hey guys, Dr. Jason Gemmer here, Dr. Nick Masia here. We're doing the first installment of the CrossFit Buffalo Integrity Series. Just trying to do a couple mobilizations of some of the movements we know people have problems with, kind of prepping for the week in store with the WODs. So the first one we're going to do is a double shoulder smash. I'm going to have Nick lay on his back. We're going to use the lacrosse ball at the posterior delt. So we have one point of contact here. So again, rear delt. Then we're going to bring the bar, bar weight on top. Now the cue here is make sure that the athlete is at 90 degrees of shoulder abduction. Nick is then going to internally and externally rotate through the shoulder girdle, that glenohumeral joint, right? Big thing here, guys, make sure that that scapula doesn't tilt forward or roll back. So you want that pure movement through that glenohumeral joint and not really have that scapula articulate. So what he'll do is just kind of work through that range about 10 times. I like this one because it's a twofer. It's got the posterior pressure where it's tacking down that musculature. He's got the pressure on top. It's almost like performing yourself ART. Okay. Call it 10. So, following that proximal to distal kind of approach, we work through the shoulder first. Now we're going to hit that elbow and tricep area. Nick's going to grab a weight. Call this one the iron preacher. So again, try to facilitate that good front rack position. Nick's going to stay in an elbow high position. He's going to try to get his head through his shoulders, so he's opening up through the shoulder girdle, stretching that tricep, which is a true joint muscle. Now, cue here is make sure that the athlete ulnar deviates. You don't want to let them bend the wrist towards their thumb and rest the weight on their back. So he's going to go through, he's going to take his end range and chill out there. What you can do is you can do a little contract relax. He can push against the weight. 1, 2, 3, about 20% of that muscular contraction. He can relax, get a little bit more of that available range. Cycle through that about 10 times. The next one we'll do, working down, we're going to be doing wrist mobilization. I'm going to walk you guys through this one. So the first thing we're going to do is find a band with some pretty good tension on it. You're going to anchor it to something over here. You can use a stall bar, you can use a rig, you can use GHDs. You're gonna point your fingers away from wherever the band is anchored to, and then you're gonna actually block your wrist that's banded with your other hand, and you're gonna flex forward. So you're gonna get that good wrist extension in there. What that's gonna do is you're gonna move around those carpal bones. You're getting any restrictions in there, out of there, and that's gonna help out your front rack position a lot. So you're gonna want to do that about 10 to 15 times on each hand. All right, guys, those are the 3 that we're going to start with. Look forward to next edition. Until then, remember, proximal stability before distal mobility. Out.